Why? I mean, honestly, it's not bad. Like, we're gonna be done. Pretty good. Gluck. Show him the back. Show him the back. Wow. Alexa, black light on. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Welcome to 2019. Newcomer, oldcomer, or just a constant comer. We are going to start posting more on this channel. Maybe. We'll see. And we're just going to test things out.
Whatever floats our boat.
Whatever the fuck we want, basically.
Hey, speaking of review, have you watched Baki?
You mean the 2001 to 2007 anime?
No.
That revolved around this character named Baki winning a tournament?
No, not Baki the Grappler.
You mean this Baki?
Yeah, the one that Netflix made. What'd you think of it?
It was something.
It sure was something.
It was really something. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna summarize the show, the entire first season, because apparently there's another second season that's gonna come out. So there might be a part 2 to this video. You know, if you so we're going to go through it, summarize the whole show. Then we're going to talk about the bits that we did like and the bits that
we did not like.
Today I'm going to talk to you about Baki. Fuck. In the first episode, this old guy shows up and talks to Baki and introduces us/him to the villains of the show. Ryuko Yanagi. He's a Japanese prisoner, this dude. Considered a genius for something. Broke out of a Jew blue proof glass Japanese prison.
すると不思議まるで窓ガラスのようにねえ今なら当たるよ
Spec, an American convict who escaped from a submarine 200 meters underwater and swam 5 minutes straight to the surface. Always smiling. That's why he's known for. He's always smiling. Next, we have Hector Doyle, assassin from the United Kingdom, convict. He's a death row inmate who was being electrocuted and survived, apparently. Then we have the Russian dude, Sikorsky. Russian, ruthless killer, climbed smooth wall that barely had any grip on it for 100 meters up. Mother Russia, dude. And then the last one we have Dorian, who is basically our character for the entire season. And it's funny because you say that the name of the show is Baki, but Baki barely shows up. It's old Mr. Dorian. This dude, he survived the hanging. Okay, moving on.
The 5 villains are escaping through whatever prison or death so they can meet Baki in Tokyo to fight him. Cool. We're in episode 2, right? Doyle, the redhead assassin dude, finds the world kickboxing champion and kills him. By cheating. He wears literally razor blade like suit and just kills him instantly. And he's like, oh, but I wanted to taste defeat. Yeah, right? Super intriguing. What? Spec, the psycho killer always smiling, the bald-headed dude, meets Baki and essentially assesses his powers. There's like a 5-second scene with Baki's dad. That's it. Just shows up. you're finally introduced to the good guys, the dudes who will probably fight the villains. Kyoretsu, a Chinese martial artist. Katsumi Orochi, which is a Japanese martial artist. Oh, fighting in karate. Okay. Goki. He's 75 years old, is short, and takes down any type of opponent regardless of their size.
Episode 3, you might be saying, whoa, it's crazy. It's a cool introduction. I'm ready to watch the show. Well, fuck you. Dorian goes into Orochi Dojo. Baki's abilities are being shown compared to his classmates, compared to like normal people, which was honestly a waste of time, because we already knew. Skorsky punches the world champion wrestler, or his apprentice, and he slashes the world champion. I don't know. It was confusing. All the villains and good guys, including Baki, show up to the underground arena. Oh, Tokugawa old promoter officially declares the start of battle.
If for some reason you made it to episode 4, why? The competition officially begins. Dopa Orochi is this bald dude. Hanayama, some frightening ass dude, leader of the gang in Japan. Dorian cuts Orochi's hand with a wire. You know, cheating. A classical part of wanting to taste defeat is doing anything to win. So he's gonna cheat. The wrestling champion tries to get revenge from the Russian dude. But the Russian dude kills him by throwing like dumbbells, like a shit ton of weights at him. And then pisses on him. And then kills him again. Right? Cool. And then you're introduced to this character. Kazu Matsumoto, the girlfriend of Baki, who also happens to live with him. Because, you know, the mom's the landlord.
Also, she fucking looks like Baki.
They look the fucking same.
Episode 5. Baki is out with his girl. And then Spec shows up. It's a kind of a cool scene. Baki gives him a stare, and you're like, whoa, Baki's about to do some shit. Psych, he doesn't. But Hayanama, the leader of the gang, the scary ass dude, shows up and tells Baki that he got it. We get a taste of Hayanama's power. Statue about to break. The Statue of Liberty, State Liberty statue. They start fighting. Spec and Hayanama. Spec cheats, puts bullets in Hayanama's mouth, and Hayanama's cheeks are blown off. And then it looks freaking hilarious.
What? They're just bullets. Again, if for some reason you were like, oh, this is a show worth of my time. No, it's not. It is not at all. Hayanama drags Spec to the police station. Spec then escapes and tries to keep fighting him. Told about the fight from the driver's perspective. Oh, like some cop is like, oh, this is what happened. This is what went down. Super cool. All right. And then Spec uses a gun. Again. Defeating the whole purpose of the show. After being defeated, turns out that Spec is 97. Okay? Still smiling. Doyle shows up. You remember him? Sure. And he's at Baki's classroom. And then Baki tricks Doyle, pretends to cry, kicks a desk at him.
Episode 7. Baki at school runs away to take the fight somewhere else. Baki is met with Yanagi. Oh, the Japanese dude. And Goki shows up, and it turns out they know each other. Wow, Baki and Goki both fight against Yanagi. Did you see that? Yanagi defeats Baki on the technicality by making him pass out because he sucks the oxygen out of his lungs, and that's basically what happens. He just gives you such a long bullshit explanation, and Baki lost. The fucking character for the show lost.
Now, from episode 8 is really when the show should have just been named Dorian, because that's all you follow. You follow the main villain, Dorian. Remember him? Confirmation of Baki's stupid loss. Dorian goes to Takagawa's compound, breaks in good guy meeting. Oh, there was a meeting going on. Orochi burns Dorian, and then Dorian shrugs it off. Lights him up gasoline, and then Dorian's like, nope. Orochi starts talking and shit, and then ranting about not using a weapon. New character shows up, Asu, who trained Orochi. Oh shit, this good guy uses a weapon too. Holy shit, dude. Dorian throws up a grenade and then books it. New guy follows him to some old military base and they start fighting. That's it. There you go. Episode 8. Boom.
Episode 9. Okay, I'm gonna speed through this because it's taking forever. They start fighting. Dorian is much stronger than he let on. Oh my god, that's amazing. He puts glass all over the floor, then uses the bottle to fuck up Oro's face. Wow, that's great. Oro is beating him. Wait, never mind. It's hypnosis. Wow, that's amazing. This shows. Dorian cuts the guy's neck off, so he's dead. He's not. He should be fucking dead. Dorian, some fucking how, manages to shove the dude's body in the punching bag. And Ponytail Dude finds the body using spirits or something. Turns out the whole town wants revenge for Uru. Dorian is in front of a bunch of people and is like, yeah, fight me, but only using your rules. Ha ha ha, gotcha. Now you can fight me 1v1 and you'll lose.
1対1でしか私と戦えぬ。である以上、君たちが私の上を行くの。
Why are you still fucking watching this show? Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Episode 10, let's go quick. I'm also tired of this shit. There's an amusement park. Dorian goes in, meets with the second best in the dojo, and they start fighting. Dorian goes on a roller coaster and they start fighting. The military dude stands with his feet to balance. Dorian says fuck you, tackles off the moving roller coaster. The dude dies. Dorian lives cause fuck physics and fuck you. Turns out that Dorian was part of the dojo, as in used to fight in the dojo, used to be trained under the same dojo. Ponytail Dude feels bad for fighting him.
Episode 11, wow, we're almost done. Bald guy used to kill tigers. His hands are basically weapons. Wait, he has his hand. Thank God to modern medicine. Dorian throws sand in the dude's eyes.
Pocket sand.
And then tries to hypnotize him. And that scene was gold, to be honest. That was really funny. The bald dude is hypnotized. A psych, he's still fighting though. Yada 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 yada.
夢を叶えてくれるのでは。
I don't think I've ever been so excited to see a show end, cause fuck, I don't care anymore. Bald Dude beats Dorian. Oh wait, Osu's alive. They fixed his neck. Shock value point number 7,000 in the show, cause the show sucks. Oh, Dorian feels fear for the first time ever. He surrenders and starts crying. Goes to the hospital. Just kidding, he doesn't surrender. He goes to the bald dude's house, kills his wife, then blows him up with a grenade. Ponytail Dude punches him once and then Dorian is defeated. Did you know it just took one punch? Cool. And then Dorian loses his mind, questioning if he ever actually won. Ponytail Dude feels bad for him again, for some fucking reason.
I'm so fucking happy. This is it. This is the long. We're almost done, guys. Please, round of applause, everyone. Wow. Baki and his girl live together. Russian dude shows up at the girl's room and wants to fight Baki, but of course, plays dirty. The classic. Russian dude kidnaps Baki's girl, Oliva. We get to see Oliva in action, and that's. Yep, that's it. That's the end. And to begin, we're going to talk about the things that we do like, and then the things that we unfortunately hate. We'll just go back and forth. Yeah, so tell me what you like.
Or what I liked in the show. That there are these 5 very overpowered villains that want to taste defeat. Baki and then other characters being powerful enough to be able to stop them. Or give them defeat. That's a great concept.
To expand on what he was saying, One Punch Man does the same thing, where we see Saitama, who's so overpowered that no one can defeat him, and you as an audience are just waiting for that person to give him a real challenge. Same thing with Dragon Ball Z, where Goku trains day and night just to defeat Frieza, who was, again, someone that was so overpowered that no one could match him. So it's such an easy concept to develop. I'm giving the show oh, at least the concept is cool. The concept not only helps it, it also hurts it. What else? What else did you like?
There are moments in the show. Why am I still watching this even though I don't like it? And then I'd watch it and I'd be like, oh, because there's this particular moment. Not even a fighting sequence, not any cool fighting style, none of that. It was literally just a moment.
I think the first episode is full of moments where you're like, oh, okay, this is going to be cool. But then as the show continues, you're like, this is lame. This moment right here is not bad. It is not bad.
Good first episode. The fact that there was an article saying that oh, the show is just so good, batshit crazy stuff, or batshit insane, which is oh, that means there were some cool moments. I don't think so.
To be honest, the only reason why we even continue to watch the show was because we have nothing else to watch.
Back into what we don't like.
Oh,
now that the very short list of likability for this show is completely done, because there's literally nothing else we could come up with, let's explain why we don't like it. And this list is pretty much endless, to be honest.
There's a lot of things that are wrong with the show. Even though we mentioned that we do like the concept, I think the concept hurts it. I think because it tries to be this, oh, everyone's so overpowered that no one can defeat one person. So the other person is so overpowered that no one defeats. They both have to fight each other. This anime is originally back in 2001 to 2007. It's called Baki the Grappler, and Baki is fighting in a competition. And what you're seeing here is a sequel. So all these conflicts come out after the competition is done. So you have your top 6 people in the world, or top 5 people in the world.
And Baki was the number 1.
And these convicts heard about the competition, were like, I want to be defeated as well. Let's see how strong these people are, basically. Because of that concept, it hurts itself. Because there's so many moments where the villain will cheat, or use a technicality, or thinks he outwitted like the person in front of him. Like, there's a lot of animes with shitty concept, but because of the animation, it still holds up. There's a lot of animes with amazing concept, but the animation's not as well. But the concept is so strong that that's what it's holding on. But this has nothing to hold on. That's what I'm trying to get at. We're moving on to the second point, animation. We can talk about this, for example, where he is walking up to him. You see, he's just moving. They're just moving his body back and forth. Look at this. Why not animate his hand moving? You could have animated his hand, but they did a color streak and a still shot of the hand because it's lazy. This horrible mix of 2D and 3D where it's not even well done. They're not sequenced well enough for me to understand what's going on. I personally love One Punch Man as an anime. I'm gonna keep referencing it because I think this is the only thing that I could really compare it to. For example, in One Punch Man, you could argue that sometimes it's stupid, like how Saitama, like, he just punches one person and dies instantly, even though this other person that's in front of him will be like so overpowered that no one can touch him. But Saitama comes in, punches, done, and you could argue that's stupid. But the scenes that lead up to it are so hyped. And how Saitama even goes about his lazy ass punch is so action. There's so many filled, beauty, like, not beauty, but like there's so much animation in it.
This is what it looks like when someone puts in effort into something they care about.
There's a little detail. It's different when he fights. It's different when he moves. All right, so we're gonna talk about the inconsistencies in the fighting scene right here. So he takes off his hoodie, as everyone can see, right?
You see this, by the way? Not wearing a jacket. Just so you're fully aware, he's not wearing a jacket.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That his jacket?
That's his jacket. I think that's his jacket, dude. Is that his jacket?
I think this is his jacket.
Is it his jacket that he wasn't wearing that he dropped on the floor?
It's his jacket.
That's his jacket. Wow.
That's his jacket.
That's crazy. He's wearing a fucking jacket.
Okay, wow. No longer wearing his jacket.
Wow, that's amazing. And then, oh, jacket again. Jacket again. Wow. How is he just floating in the air?
There's just bad transition within a short fight sequence.
A fair comparison would be Dragon Ball Z, where they both are, you know what I mean? Like, there's always a monologue after every punch, explaining the fucking punch. It's really drawn out.
With this, there are like 3 or 4 moves, and it takes a long time to even place a hit on the other character, and it's slow. It's a fighting anime.
Yeah. There is nothing that this show is standing on, and that's why you notice the shitty animation. If the show had interesting characters, like genuinely interesting characters, you would probably not focus so much on the animation. You might give it a pass, but this has nothing. So we're gonna move on to the next part.
The plot,
I think
sucks.
Okay, I would give the animation a pass if it had the plot.
There's this build up to villains, and you're like, okay, this is gonna be crazy because maybe I'll get to see Baki just fight these people, or maybe I'll get to see the counterparts to the villains fight, or maybe I'll see something that I'm actually entertained by. And it's very convoluted. Within like an episode, there'll be random flashbacks of like a technique that was used, as if you need an explanation. Well, you're like, I don't really care how this technique was thought about. I just kind of want to see it.
Just to give you an idea of why the plot's so shitty, the name of the show is called Baki, but we're mostly focusing on this man. There is nothing for me to relate to. There's nothing for me to even feel bad for. I'm sure maybe if someone watched the original anime, they might relate to some of these characters, but as a viewer who's never watched the original, this is horrible. It's really horribly done. Even Baki, I don't even like Baki. I hate Baki.
A lot of things in the plot is just shock value. I think that's a huge thing. When this dude, right, he's Asu, when he was supposed to be dead because his neck got cut, he's not
His
dead.
name is Kato.
Yeah,
Fuck,
Asu, Kato, whatever the fuck. Who cares?
It's like kind of what Naruto does.
Naruto did this shit and it sucked.
We're gonna move on to the soundtrack. It's always the same song with the same fucking sound effects. We're gonna leave on this image because I think it's perfect.
All in all, if we were to think about Baki as a good show, no, it is not a good show.
I would not recommend Baki to anyone.
Shit.
It's shit.
You want to watch a good show?
Watch this. It's so
Everything about it.
It's so good. It's so good. Don't subscribe. We already said 0 subscribers. 2019, baby. Let's start this year right. Happy New Year's, guys.
Hey, thanks for watching the video.
No, I mean, it's not moving.
Thanks for watching the video.
Subscribe.
Please unsubscribe. Like, comment, tell us what you think. Maybe watch our next video. There's no links here. But what else?